So we're gonna carry on. We're gonna go down here. We're still working more and more. And we're going to a different location now. Same character, different location, a different space and time. So let us carry on in love. Wherever we are, characteristic, 100% love. Hey, what's the best view? Hey, we're gonna rock like so. Hey. Just allowing love to be truthful and humble and not blind. Actually and factually. The best way. Naturally. Naturally the best way. Without doubt. Comfort zone expansion. Expanding our comfort zone to include more than we initially intend. That is the way of all things in the universe. Without question, without doubt, our business, the busyness of our mind, is an investment. The focus of our energy is essential to the flowing of all things. Our ingredient, our element is integral in the amalgamating of the universe, the integrating, the organizing, the coming together and the mixing and interacting, the electromagnetizing of all things in the universe. We are all one, we are all valuable, we are all valid, we are all influential. We are all influential. We are all influencing. We are causing ripples and waves in the universe by our focusing, by our mind work, our energy work, where we invest our thoughts, energies, and resources. These things gain power and energy because of our investment of time, energy, and resources. So we should aim and strive to and ask and be open to being more progressive, productive, and constructive, because destructive forces are they are presumably aiming to monopolize all things. But our essence, our essential validity is more than just external focuses. I was going to shoot this in the hood, and I am kind of shooting it in the hood. I got my hoodie on, you know what I'm saying? But I just put my jacket back on too. I first came in here and just sat down over there and took my jacket off and just started speaking the truth. I can speak the truth. My truth is anytime, anywhere. We have been misled by focusing primarily on the surface of things in our experience of this universe. We've been led astray. That's not the way to go, and that's not the thing to do. The truth and the fact is, all you have to do is be you, with or without any external representation or symbolic. Without anything superficial. Whether or not something seems to represent something, we do not judge it as such, not with labels and limitations. We see through, we see past the obvious. Because there is more than just what meets our eyes. In our experience, in our existence, we were taught to only focus on one sliver of the spectrum that is limitless. There is limitlessness above, and there is limitlessness below. We are vibrating on a very specific wavelength of experience with our senses, but beyond what is physically sensible, there is the energy and the currency and the power. And there is the force, there is the nature, which also is represented by that which is unseen and unknown. This is what my character represents to the fullest. And though it might sound atypical, I know it sounds different from what is really regarded as valid nowadays, but truth does not change in time. So in the future, when the truth is understood, then we make sense of the things that came from the past. Sometimes we don't even understand the influence of something when it's right there before us. There's a saying that says, you don't appreciate what you have until you don't have it. Growing up in the hood, I understand the scarcity mentality. Because it says, people in the hood, the reason why they focus so much on appearances and superficial things is because they were deprived that. In their experience, they were deprived of the knowing, the knowledge of prosperity and abundance, entitlement, being enfranchised. Like, they only know the opposite. They don't know any enfranchisement, and there are those who that's all they've ever known is enfranchisement. One obvious, and I guess not a far reach of enfranchisement, is like jumping up for grapes that are higher up in the tree, is coming out of being successful, trying to succeed your way out of the hood. And everyone's doing it in their own way, with their own style, their own representation of it. Hustling to get out of the hood. Some people are hustling to get out of a hood mind state. That's part of my story. I grew up with a with a ghetto mind state, which is a mind state that is perverse. And that's that mind state of scarcity, that mind state of fear and lack. I've been through that. I understand that. I know that. And that's what we are growing away from. We're not dwelling or delving into that which is an influence that is not resonant with ours. You see, we can resonate on any frequency in the spectrum of extremes. But when we allow ourselves to vibrate on our own specific level, we're not following, we are not being led. We are flowing with the front of the line flow of energy that's always changing and rearranging, blossoming and blooming.